Today on Man, the Political Animal, we will focus our attention on bureaucracy, but not just any ordinary bureaucracy, the very elusive American bureaucracy, which is better known as the American government's beast of burden. Despite the services this beast provides the American public, the very same American public still harbors some animosity or skepticism towards the bureaucracy in all its levels of operation. Maybe this is because they don't know what this beast does for them. Here we find the beast in its most common habitat, the office. Bureaucracy is prey to Congress, the President, special interests, and the public. As such, the beast is responsible for creating, enforcing, and resolving disputes in regards to regulations. The Senate has the power of advice and consent on the presidential nominations. Most of the political appointees of the executive branch need to be confirmed by the Senate. Congress also has the power to create the organizational details and design the mission statements to reflect their policies instead of the president's preferences. Congress is indeed a ferocious predator. One of its major advantages is that it uses congressional oversight to hunt its prey. Here we see President of the Senate, Joe Biden, leading a committee that will hold hearings to investigate what went wrong. Congress uses this if a department of agency has crossed the line, and another bureaucrat falls victim to Congress. One of bureaucracy's most base functions is administration, overseeing the day-to-day operation in order to implement policies set forth by the executive and legislative branches. The primary objective of this beast is to implement the rules, regulations, and laws that are established by the Congress and the President. However, most presidents have found no way to reform the federal bureaucracy. Its sheer size makes it near impossible for the president to control, as the president is unable to dismiss an employee without just cause. Besides that, the beast also answers to Congress, most of whom can serve more than 8 years. This familiarity creates a loyalty not only to powerful senators and representatives, but also to powerful interest groups. In spite of these limitations, the president has ways to influence policy. In times of crisis, the president has tremendous powers to move the beast. President Roosevelt was able to get his New Deal legislation implemented. Even in times of non-crisis, the president has access to the media to sway bureaucracy. The beast is made up of ordinary people who can be responsive to the call to action from a popular president, or even react to criticism stated publicly by the president. The president can also call on each department to complete annual budget requests. If there is a department of agency that is not complying with the presidential agenda, he can reduce their operating budget. The president is also able to appoint his own department heads, replacing ones who do not agree with his agenda, which greatly increase the probability that the president will see successful implementation of his policies. Here we find another of our bureaucrats fall prey to the savvy of the president, bureaucracy's most cunning predator. But both the president and Congress pale in comparison to bureaucracy's ultimate predator, public opinion.
Who's ever whack? You ever whack? You take it back. Who's ever whack? You talking smack? You're gonna get smacked.
You're saying that I'm whack, but it just ain't so.